Today we're talking about Emily, who's a 40-year-old software engineer, and she's wanting to make a career change into teaching. So let's call her simulation career change. And let's look at a 5-year plan for now. We can mess with that later. She's got $50,000 in the bank, and she does have some investments she's been depositing into over the course of her career. So she has $120,000, and she's going to predict about a 6% annual rate of return. Her expenses right now are $6,000 a month, and her post-tax is $10,000 a month. We're not going to worry about retirement right now, and let's just see what she's looking at. Okay, so things are looking pretty great for her, pretty rosy. All the lines are going up here. Now let's work on her transition. So she's going to need a certification for this, which is going to be $20,000 over the next 18 months. So we're going to call this certification course. And we're going to have this run for 18 months. And when you divide $20,000 by 18 months, you get $1,111 that she's going to have to pay each month to get her certification. So you can see it makes a kind of a dip here, but she's doing great. She's fine. Okay, now let's add the actual career change. So we're going to create a new event, call it career change, and we're going to do this in 2 years. Our income is going to change to $5,500. It's quite a bit of a drop for her. And great, so for the course of the 5 years here, she's looking good, but you can see that her expenses are kind of eating into her bank account. So let's zoom out and see how this is going to affect her on the long term. We're going to go into here and change from a 5-year plan to a 35-year plan. And you can see her sort of trailing down here until she needs to start selling investments, but her investments are doing great. Now, this doesn't include retirement, so let's go ahead and add that to our simulation. So our person is 40 years old. Let's give them a retirement date of 2045. That's when they turn 65. We're going to drop our expenses to about 90% and see where we end up here. Okay, so we're not going to make it. We're dropping down here. We have to sell our investments, and we're done by 2050. So let's go back into our retirement. We're going to need a little bit of income. So let's say we're going to have $2,000 in income during our retirement period, and that helps a decent amount. Still not going to cut it, though, so let's drop our expenses in retirement a little bit further. Let's try 80%. Okay, that's helping a bit. Let's drop it maybe just a little bit more to 75%. Okay, still not going to quite cut it. I think we're going to need to delay retirement. So let's go push our retirement back by 5 years. And there we go. Now it looks like we're making it all the way through. So that's just one option for her. Let's create an alternate future for some different decision making. For this one, let's try delaying the teaching transition instead of delaying retirement. So first thing we're going to do is move retirement back to where it was, 2045. Then we're going to bump our career change forward 2 years. And wow, we're really close. So maybe we just bump our career change by a couple more months. Let's just say 3 more months. There we go. And now it looks like we're going to make it. But let's try one more idea. Her income exceeds her expenses quite a bit when she's a software engineer. So let's make another one called Invest More Upfront. So first we're going to put that career change back to 2027. So in 2 years. Then we're going to drop her income to just meet her expenses and take that $4,000 extra, and we're going to contribute that to her investments every month. So we're just shifting from her bank to her investments. And now we need to modify our career change here to kill those contributions, because once she makes that transition, she won't be able to afford that. So we're going to cut that back. And there you go. So now it looks like if she moves forward with investing right up front before she makes this career transition, she's found another way to make it almost to the point. Let's see, we're so close. Oh, we did make it. Okay, great. So now she can switch between these 3 different futures to kind of examine her options and think about what she'd like to do.